So thank you. My name is Sylvie Giraud, and I'm very pleased to introduce you to NEMO, our CLS system for monitoring small-scale fisheries. So I'm going to present you a pilot project to demonstrate our system was trialed and tested with artisanal fishers, and the project is named Starfish 4.0. So let's try about a little bit context. So since the year 2000, the number of artisanal fishing vessels in most of the sea basins has been continuously shrinking. And the fish stock situation, in particular in the Med and Black Sea basins, is dramatically declining. And 80% of assessed fish stocks are overfished. And this is a reason why one of the reasons why securing SSF and keeping healthy the stocks they rely on is an urgent priority. On the same period, on the contrary, in the latter decade, internet access and mobile network coverage has been expanding fast. In a couple of years, space IoT will bring machine-to-machine communication global. Owning a smartphone is very common, even in the poorest country, and its use has become pervasive on everyday life. On top of that, cloud computing is widely used to store, manage, and process data without infrastructure investment. And when combined, all these revolutionary techs allow to collect cost-effectively and handle huge amount of data. And these can be used to achieve in-depth understanding, gain insights, and perform discoveries for accurate decision-making. So I'm going to present you the Starfish project, which is a 3-year project co-funded by the European Union under the European Maritime Fisheries Fund, Fisheries and Aquaculture Fund, as a sustainable blue economy innovation grant to the private sector. So this project demonstrates the application of this 4.0 technology, 4.0 industrial technology to digitalize and modernize in small-scale fishing practices. Around 115 fishers sign up to test the system in real life. And Mauritania and Greece have a large number of small-scale fisheries and similarly impacted by the scarcity of target species. So the technology tested breaks into 3 components of a fishery control, monitoring, and surveillance system. First, in the center, a true vessel monitoring system. On the right, mobile apps to record catches electronically. And on the left, the fishery monitoring center web platform. So in order to monitor the movement of fishing vessels, to manage a large number of data collected and gain insights on their fishing habits to fill the gap. You can see on this slide an example of fishing vessel tracks in Greece and the different possibilities offered by NEMO depending on the reporting frequency, one position every 30 minutes or one position every 5 minutes. And that shows how the fishing activity is captured along with these different frequencies. So another very interesting features is what we call the red button. One of the benefits that the system brings is improving the safety of fishermen. And this is showed by the fact that the NEMO VMS for SSF has a red button that fishermen can press to request assistance. And this is a critical feature for communities operating on low-tech craft, like the canoes fleet in Mauritania, and or boats forced to venture further offshore to reach productive fishing ground because of climate change or illegal or IUU fishing. So empowered fishermen in Starfish, we are working hard on catalyzing relationship between stakeholders, which are the fishers, the local and central authorities, the fishery scientists, eventually the marine protected areas where relevant. And we truly believe this is a way to achieve responsible fishing. Starfish digital tools can effectively contribute to regulate harvesting and end overall overfishing, because they engage fishers' active involvement as a guardian of the sea. A guardian of the sea is a concept that was introduced in the RPOA SSF strategy with the signatories of the Mediterranean countries. And it means that the legacy constraint approach is moving towards a collaboration approach, because enforcing massive fleets of small-scale fisheries is resource intensive, and artisanal fishers want a voice to be heard. So this picture shows how fisheries, small-scale fishing is important, as a socio-economic importance in the Mediterranean basin, in the Black Sea, as well as in the Canary current system regions. What they have in common is actually the number of small vessels, which are the order of magnitude is thousands. And Senegal is particularly the most important fleet in the area. What is at stake in Mauritania and in the Canary current system region? And this is a global statement actually that was introduced by WorldFish, is that small-scale fisheries are overlooked in favor of more powerful economic and environmental conservation interest. And the place of the small-scale fisheries in the blue economy is a challenge. In this area, if you focus on the Canary current systems, the comments is that there are interaction between oil and gas activity, just like Marcos showed here, and the small-scale fishers, and that affect both Mauritania and Senegal. There are conflicts in sea access with industrial fishing vessels that encroach the artisanal fishing area, and the reason why is sardinella, mostly the sardinella fish stocks. And in some areas, Banc d'Arguin National Park is a UNESCO heritage, and sometimes the conservation objectives are fighting against the artisanal fishing. So we are arriving at the end of the Starfish project that will be finished on December 2022. And we are actually in the momentum of replicating and the demonstration system in other countries. On this slide, I have summarized some important enabling conditions to build these synergies, which is particularly important in the Canary system, in the Canary current system, as the stocks are shared between Morocco, Mauritania, and Senegal, and the momentum between countries with similar cultural facets, similar small-scale fishery governance, political cooperation, and fishing agreement are very important. And in the Canary current system, which the riparian countries are experiencing strong declines in their fish stocks, and fishery research institutes are suffering from the data gap. And this data can be collected by a vessel tracking system like NEMO. So Starfish has received the best project category by the WestMed initiatives, and Matteo Bocci was introducing WestMed. And I invite you to have a look at this very nice animation, which explains very briefly and very simply what is a project and how you could embark on that. And yeah, this is my last slide. I thank you for your attention. I'm very sorry about all the technical hurdles that we face today. Thank you.